everyone. I just don't like to be the last one. The first one is always better. Okay, whatever topics you have seen, what we are going to discuss, I just want to give a brief introduction, what I do, and whatever we have to cover and how we'll go about it. Then I'll be certainly ready for your question and answers. Now, this is the topic which is very close to my heart, that is the real estate. Personally, I'm very passionate about it, and professionally, I do that. And just to give you the comfort that how passionate I am about real estate is, I was a resident of Chandigarh, I'm resident of Delhi, and I'm a resident of Mumbai also. That's as a person, right? And professionally, we manage 20 malls all over India. We have, our group has townships, residences. So these two things, when we say future of real estate in India, I'll be biased. I'm very, very upbeat. I personally feel that we don't have to even argue much about it. Real estate is equal to economy of a country. Real estate has to do well. If any country, if you have seen, whenever there was a downturn, whether it is US, whether it is Dubai, we saw recently, and all over the world, if real estate goes down, the economy suffers, and if real estate is doing well, the economy is doing well. Here, a lot of retailers are there are customers. You could be surprised that whenever anything happens to real estate, because it is linked to the banks, it's linked to the customers, they are the people who are investing into real estate, banks are funding those real estate. So there is no way real estate can any time in future have any risk. So I can only assure you that real estate is there for a long time, whether you see the past or future. Only thing I see when we talk about the investment, the returns in real estate could have been, maybe people who invested in 2000 or before, it could be 100% per year, That will go down to a very genuine 15% to 18% returns. And how it works in real estate is when you do investments. So in commercial, generally the rentals are very high. So your returns are around 10 to 12% every year. And generally your property appreciation is around 5 to 6% in the present scenario. So still, any business which gives returns of more than 15%, you don't have to worry whether to invest in it or not. Whatever talks we get, there are, booms in the market. There have been companies which have done very well in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But if you see, when you average out the returns, 15% is the best the top line companies perform. And real estate has been consistently performing at 15% plus. Certainly, as I said that maybe in 2000 to 2005, it has performed maybe a return of 40 to 50% every year. Same way in residential, it is a different formula where the rentals are around 2.5 to 3% of the investment. But the capital appreciation of real estate is generally more than 10%. And it can never go down, so I just have a thought which I think I could share with you. Generally, if you see the home loan market, it works at 10% or whatever is the market at that time, right? Then there is, if you take commercial real estate, then also banks give you loan at 12%. So that is from the government, from the banks, from Reserve Bank of India. That is the funding and that is the income which is, taken for the national economy. So 10 to 12%. So it is imperative for the government, for the business environment, that real estate never dips down less than 10% in growth. So that is one business where you can be assured of at least 10% even in the worst times. There have been talks in last 2 years or 3 years that real estate has not given us returns or, it has not grown by more than 10%. Maybe in Gurgaon or Noida, the prices are stagnant. Mumbai is doing around 10%. All over India, I think it is an average of 8 to 10%. But real estate works in a cycle. So I can assure you that the cycle of real estate is generally 7 to 8 years, where 2, 3 years are very bad and generally 4 years are good. So we are again ending into a cycle where after 2, 3 years, again the increase will be there and it will ultimately end up with 15% on an average per year. We have seen the surveys where whether it is equity or gold or real estate, I think real estate has been the most consistent all over the years in giving the returns which are more than 15%. Only issue which we see is in India that we have been used to that if real estate doesn't give you return of more than 25%, it's not worth it, because we have been used to it. So only thing I can tell you is that real estate or anything in India, because as the economy grows, the percentage is not the right reference for the growth. It has to be the value. So I see the real estate now giving growth of 12 to 14% only. But we don't have to worry about it, because 12 to 14% is very healthy. You people are doing business. I think all of you work hard, invest so much, take the risk. But I think all of you can understand that 12 to 14% is very healthy. Whoever is telling that I'm getting 25%, 30% return, either doesn't have his maths right or he has a bad accountant, right? So if you put everything together, I think this is what happens. So future of real estate is wonderful, whether in residential or commercial. Other thing, I think a lot of people who come here, we have to also understand the way the currency will move. Today's 1 crore after 10 years will be around 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs. So if you're buying an apartment of 1 crore today, so you have to understand that after 10 years, you don't have to worry. By default, anyone can buy that apartment because it will be worth only 25 lakhs. And the people, the way economy is increasing, the salaries are increasing, the businesses, people are getting entrepreneur, our middle class is increasing, our rich class is also increasing. So you can be very assured that it will never be a stage where there is no buyer for your real estate or your investment. Same way in commercial property. I think there has been, I come from the other side, but we have cinemas also where we are tenants also. Both ways if you look at it. In commercial real estate, there is a little bit of greed which is set within us. We don't see the overall return. So suppose I make a mall or I make a commercial building. I invested 100 crores in it. So I should target 10 crore return per year, suppose, right? But what I do generally is, I go by per square feet. Then I feel that I am the person who is going to lead the market and I'll not go down per square feet. What exactly happens in that case? I maintain my demand of whatever is the market giving, the per square feet rate of rentals or, sales or whatever. What exactly happens to me is, I keep lot of spaces vacant. So if I keep my 20 to 30% vacant and get the right per square feet rate, my return goes down by 33%. So the fault lies with the people who are running those businesses. So it is not that commercial real estate is a downer. If you are smart enough and you look at the broader picture of taking the returns of 10 to 12%, I think it does work well. And how does it work well? Because vacancies are equal to the economy. If retailers are not doing well, then only your place can be vacant. So it means it needs corrections of the rates. So again, when you target 100% occupancy, it means you have to go down on the rates. Because if you are on those rates, you have to understand generally the returns which you are looking for is not 10 to 12%. You are looking for 20% to 25% return. So the greed has to go down. You have to be practical about it. And as per economy, and when the times are good, you can again make your 20 to 25% again. There is no harm doing that. So real estate in any terms, if there has been a fault, it has been the fault from the developers, from the people down under, but real estate in itself has never ever put down anyone. So when I say future of real estate or whether to invest in it, I think it is just not an argument. Only thing I suggest is whoever has not gone into real estate or who has a mind that real estate is not as good as equity or it is not as good as gold or something, I can only assure you the debt to equity ratio doesn't work in equity and gold. You have to buy. You can't take debt to buy equity or you can't have debt to buy gold. Only real estate gives you 80 to 90% debt. You can only put in 10 to 20% of your money and 30% say in case of commercials. And you can still run the business. You can acquire anything. If I want I'm just coming to a very normal target of, say, if I want to buy a house of 1 crore, I can raise a debt of 90%, only 10 lakhs I invest in it. After 5 years, when the house becomes 2 crores, you just do a calculation. You have to return 90 lakhs and whatever interest you have returned. So even if you have returned 1 crore 50 lakhs and your house is worth 2 crores, but you invested only 10 lakhs, you get 60 lakhs return after 5 years also. And generally in 5 years, I think 1 crore becomes 2 crores. We all know that. So just for 10 lakhs, you can make 60 lakhs by investing in real estate. It doesn't happen anywhere else. Because no other business gives you the debt exposure as real estate does. So there is nothing. If you are, because I know this is not a real estate summit, this is about retailers, about people in the business on the other side. But I will still suggest that please buy properties for your shops, for your warehouses, for anything which if you are passionate and you see your business to be long term, there is nothing to think about it. I mean, buy a warehouse, it will be very cheap, it will be outer today, but maybe after 10 years it will be one of the central property and it will give you escalations, which first thing is warehouse is needed for your business, but at the same time it will become your real estate asset also and add on to your balance sheets. Same way when you are buying, I think we are giving a rental of, say right now in the market, whatever happens. So if I am opening a restaurant or if I am opening a retail shop or something, if I am very clear this retail is for next 5 years or 10 years, I should try to buy those places because then my business will be inflation proof. Once I have invested, my investment in real estate is going to increase or the value of that property has to increase to double or triple or whatever. It might be 5 years, 7 years, 10 years as per the economy, right? But my rentals will remain same for 10 years for doing my business. My margins will only increase. I have to just increase the sales. That's how it works. Other thing is, when we are talking, I mean, all of us are in some way related to the business or something. We are not here, working on the, from a very residential category or something. I personally feel that whether it is the retailer this side, whether it is the builder that side, whether it is the customer this side, or whether it is the person who is delivering that side. Anyone in real estate, whether it is land, whether it is construction, whether it is the buyer, whether it is the tenant, I can just assure you that the whole concept, it is only real estate where everyone benefits. The developer gets the gain instantly in 2-3 years if he has got the right land and the right property to sell. The buyer gets more benefit in next 3 to 4 years or 5 years if he buys the right thing. The tenant can do any business by giving a lower fixed cost and still do the business. So a lot of businesses just don't buy because they don't want to increase the investment into security deposits and rentals and all that. All the people who are in construction, whether it is cement companies, whether it is the engineering company, whether it is the escalator, it is the elevator people, it is the fire system people, CCTV people. I think all these businesses are growing because real estate is growing. The more it grows, everything grows. So it is not only real estate which really, an amount of professionals and people who are needed and in everything. Now it is almost, I think we'll see, because I come from mall management and property management perspective also. We see that in future, in next 10 to 15 years, I think every housing society onwards to every commercial building, everything will be managed by professionals and it will be outsourced because people will do their core business. Right now they feel they are very good at it. They'll do everything. They'll manage their mall, they'll manage their office building. How does it matter? You take an admin guy and just outsource some agencies or something. I think that is happening right now, but it will just change. So you can understand the kind of, human resource which will be needed in real estate and the people to manage this. So because some of my participants in this were specialized people, I come from my personal, very, very passionate, almost to an extent of fanatism in my belief in real estate. This is what I have done maybe since I am 28 years. If I was born a little bit later. I could have done it from 21 years old. I think whether it is residential or commercial, I think we don't have to worry. And from the business points, real estate growth is very necessary for all the businesses. Real estate is your reference to whether the economy is doing well, whether people are doing well. If real estate is going down, the incomes are going down. People are not investing. You don't have to go to retail market. You have to just read a newspaper. Is real estate doing well for last 2-3 years? No. It's stagnant. So can retail be doing very well? No. They won't be doing well. It is just because if people are not spending, they'll not spend. A person who doesn't spend 1 crore and is worried about it, he'll not even swipe a card of 5,000, 10,000 also, because the mind works in the same way. Rather, a person spends more if he has done the right investment and the returns are coming right. If people can't buy houses till the time, the overall economy is not doing well. So real estate is equal to the country's economy. That's what I believe in. I think a lot of professionals, a lot of you will believe that. Real estate is one of the most important reference point of any country. Its rates, its growth, its environment. I think real estate is one thing which is related in every way. But only thing is, certainly we read only Saturday paper, or we think, because there is banks, there is funds, there is I also see the kind of money government makes from real estate. Think all the residential are taken on debt. All interest is being paid in first 10 years by all the buyers to the Indian government, all those banks. They are actually working for the banks. All middle class, all the home buyers who take loan from 80% to 70% are working not for themselves. They are working for the banks. They are working for the Indian government. They are getting 10% assured return for next 20 years or 15 years or 10 years. It's a huge, huge game, and I can only assure you, I am single here. I'll not like to give lot on it, because I think real estate is so passionate. It is like cinemas. I think everyone in the drawing room, every one of you understand real estate much better than me. But only thing is, I am in this field. I can only assure you this is how it is, and it is the truth. Thank you very much.